Sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Naya Scene. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button and turn your notifications so you are notified each time I upload. And please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I'm sending a very big shout out to every one of you for all the love and support you all shower me here with. I am truly grateful, and you all are super sweet. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's about a video that I came across, and a lot of black people are doing it. Very few stitch to it, but then the stitch is worth it. You are gonna enjoy it. And then they asked them if Democrat is serving black people very well. The answer is gonna shock you. And then let's get into the stitch. Somebody actually coming out to say that Trump is actually the best candidate for presidential election, and it's really amazing how people wake up to say things like this with everything surrounding Trump, with the indictment. SA going around Trump, so people still think Trump is a better candidate for next coming election. And she actually went for that to say that I know a lot of people are going to be like, I am a sellout, because she knows that she is a sellout because it shows in her eyes that she is a sellout to black community. But then who are we to tell you who to vote for? No, we have no time for all that. But then I heard where they say make America great again, and I am asking, when was America really great for black people? When was it ever great for African Americans? If it were great back then, why do you people now want to make it great? It should have been greater or something more. But you know what? I am just going to roll this clip. We'll come back to talk about it, and I absolutely want to read all your comments. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. So straight up, let's get into this.
Black Americans are voting Democrat at a rate of 90%.
Yes.
And despite that, 38% of black children are living in poverty.
Yes.
73% of black mothers are single mothers.
Yes.
40% of government assistance cases are black Americans.
Yes.
Do you think that the Democratic Party is serving black Americans well?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
You agree?
And you have to remember that it was the Republican Party that started. In the beginning, black people was for the Republicans. And what year? I don't remember when it got turned around. But right, yes.
Under Johnson.
Under Johnson.
When he signed
right.
the welfare bill.
The New Deal.
Yes,
Yeah.
the New Deal. Yeah. Thank you.
I know my history.
Thank you. I don't.
What is your name?
Alberta Frederick. Black people voted Republican. In fact, in fact, they was the ones who, when Lincoln was in office, black people was all in that office until Woodrow Wilson, the Democrat, took him out. The racist that he was, okay, he took him out, left one, and he had to share the party that he was in, share whatever office that he is in with a Democrat white person, okay? That was Woodrow Wilson who did that. And then the ones that was Democrats and they were black, they were the slave owners, because almost 4,000 blacks were slave owners, and they treated the blacks treated their slaves worse than the white man. And at the same time, not only was the white man 10% of the white population that was slave owners, the one that was pushing up right behind them with the most slaves was the Cherokee Indians. Okay, that's my family. And then the third ones was the black Americans that was here. That was the free men, the free slaves, and the free men, the former slaves, and the free men. They was the one who ran the Republican Party, okay, until Woodrow Wilson. And at the same time, like I said, the vast majority of your black slave owners was the Democrats.
That's right.
Yeah, what are Democrats?
A lot of people don't realize that the KKK was an arm of the Democratic Party.
They was and then at the same time they became even more popular under LBJ.
Right.
And then at the same time, because he was a Ku Klux Klan, and I remember because I was 13 years old when I went to that Civil Rights March. Okay, when Martin Luther King, who was a Republican.
That's right.
Who was a Republican. All right. The thing is that most of your entertainers, black entertainers and stuff like that, they're all voted Republican. And the reason why a lot of the Democrats get into office, because when blacks was able to vote, okay, when they were able to vote, and they knew the Democrats knew that the black people held Republican tickets, they took their tickets out of their hands and put two Democrats in the box. Okay, that's how they got back into the office, the Democrats. Okay, that's how they really remained, because they stuffed up the ballot box. Just like Al Gore, who was Ku Klux Klan, his father, when LBJ was signing the Civil Rights Bill, his father, the Grand Wizard, okay, was out there having a fit, doing filibuster.
I think she could teach a course.
Yes, she can. Yes.
Could I ask you a couple questions? Because if I may, I voted Democrat my whole life because I believed that they cared about gay people. I believe that they cared about black people, about brown people. I don't believe that anymore. I walked away from the Democratic Party. I created something called the Walkaway Campaign.
Okay.
You started it?
I started it. Have you heard of it?
Yes. I heard.
Candace Owens and all the folks. Yeah.
Yes. So we made a movie called The Great Awakening, Breaking the Chains of the Democratic Party. It's made with the testimonials of 20 black Americans who have walked away. It's amazing. Why are 90% of black people still voting Democrat when the Democrats don't care?
Because the Democrats made it seem like under LBJ that they was becoming like the Republican. Never mind, the Republican never gave you welfare.
Right.
They never gave you welfare, and the black people said, "Oh well, we needed welfare." No, you never did. We was doing fine without it.
That's right.
I think so too.
So much fine without it. But since when people know that, because even Booker T. Washington, he talked about why he noticed that how when he did the Tuskegee Institute thing, you had to make your own bed. Okay, so when the rich people wanted to send their kids there, he told them I guess they put in a note they didn't want the child to do this and this thing that. He just looked at it, tossed it away, and told the kid, "You want a bed? Here's the wood. Okay, make your own bed." He said,
I love that.
And then at the same time, Frederick Douglasson always said, "You want to help the black man? Don't, because they know you give somebody something all the time, just like a child.
Right. They don't want to do
You
nothing
give some
for it.
right. Earn your keep."
And don't you remember that phrase, teach a man to fish?
Right, you teach them how to fish.
You don't give him a fish.
Fish, okay? Because even Jesus said when they was up after he fed the 5,000, and then they come to their father and they want to hear. He said, "No, you came to me not because you wanted to hear what I have to say and this thing, because I fed you."
Right.
So they want to get fed again for free.
Don't you think it's time for a change?
I do. I really think it's time for a change.
Yeah. And this guy Cuomo, I remember his father. His father was nothing.
Right. Really? Yes. I do agree.
His father was nothing. And he's worse than his father. Talking about he doesn't want a conservative in this, not welcome here. Well, look, I'm not Borg. You ever watch Star Trek?
I don't.
Oh, well, I saw Star Trek.
Right.
I am not a Borg.
Right.
Okay? Now you go look at Star Trek and find out what a Borg is.
Yes,
No?
they conform.
I am not a Borg. I'm allowed to have my own mind. I'm allowed to be an individual. God made me an individual. He didn't make me a conglomerate. Okay? If I don't like your thinking, some people say, "Oh, all of us black people got to stick together."
No,
I said, "No,
I don't
I'm not
agree
going to
with
stick
that.
together with you because one, just like all black people don't look alike, I don't have to do what you're doing."
I don't see a D stamped on your forehead.
No.
at
I teach my child the color is not a hindrance. You don't go there and read a book and study like you're supposed to. Okay? Nobody owes you anything.
Good morning. I'd like to start our morning off with some fuckery. Stand by.
Black Americans are voting Democrat at a rate of 90%.
Yes.
And despite that, 38% of black children are living in poverty.
Yes.
73% of black mothers are single mothers.
Yes.
40% of government assistance cases are black Americans.
Yes.
Do you think that the Democratic Party is serving black Americans well?
Welcome to what I like to call the N-word experiment. The N-word experiment consists of this. We're going to make black Americans the only people that do these things. That's why it's called an experiment, because you're going to have to ignore the rest of the people in this country. Now, he gave out a whole lot of stats for black Americans. Black American this, black American that, black American this. As if none of those stats, none of those fucking features for those stats can be attributed to any other group. Any other group. Any other. Apparently, no one else has single motherhood or on government assistance or living in poverty. Only black Americans. Wow. This is why I call it the N-word experiment. Because it only works if we're the only one that this is happening to. But it gets worse. It does get worse. Hold on a second.
Yes.
40% of government assistant cases are black Americans.
Yes.
Do you think that the Democratic Party is serving black Americans well?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
You agree?
And you have to remember that it was the Republican Party that started. In the beginning, black people was for the Republicans. And what year? I don't remember when it got turned around. But, right, yes.
It was called the New Deal. The thing you couldn't remember, the thing that made the switch, was called the New Deal. Under Franklin Delano Roosevelt. That is when the shift began. Just a little. I get it though. I can't wait, and you know what's coming. I want y'all to remember this. Look me in the face so that when it happens, it's not a shock. Because I don't have any fucking shocking music I can put on it. But I want you to remember this. It's coming. It's coming. She's right on the cusp of it. Again, this is part of the N-word experiment. But please continue.
People was for the Republicans. And what year? I don't remember when it got turned around. But, right, yes.
Under Johnson.
Under Johnson.
When he signed
right.
the welfare bill.
The New Deal.
Yes, the New Deal. Yeah. Thank you.
I know my history.
Thank you. I don't remember.
What is your name?
Alberta Frederick. Black people voted Republican. In fact,
Yes.
in fact, they was the ones who, when Lincoln was in office, black people was all in that office until Woodrow Wilson.
Bingo, bingo, bingo! When Lincoln freed the fucking slaves. Okay. Some hard truths here. If you have to go back to 1863 to show anything that your political party has done for African Americans, you should stop. Please stop. That is the worst argument for voting Republican. That is the worst argument to give to any upright walking fucking black person. Hey, Lincoln freed you guys in 1863. You mean to tell me from 1863 to 15 minutes ago, the Republican Party has done nothing else for black people? Wow. I want you to try that. I want you to try to get back with your ex-girlfriend and try that. Hey, remember when we were in elementary school and I gave you that note and you really liked it? I was a good man, wasn't I? And it wasn't Johnson that signed a New Deal. It was Roosevelt. The Franklin Delano version. Please, ladies. Please continue. This is glorious.
In fact, they was the ones who, when Lincoln was in office, black people was all in that office until Woodrow Wilson, the Democrat, took him out. The racist that he was, okay, he took him out, left one, and he had to share the party that he was in, share whatever office that he is in with a Democrat white person, okay? That was Woodrow Wilson who did that. And then the ones that was Democrats and they were black, they were the slave owners, because almost 4,000 blacks were slave owners, and they treated the blacks to work.
Make no mistake, the Democrats have their monsters too. They do. In fact, ask any upright standing fucking black person, they will tell you neither political party really gives a fuck about us. They really don't. So yes, there was Nixon and Reagan and Woodrow Wilson and FDR and Harry Truman. Yes. Yes. Do you not remember what Malcolm X said? I am neither Republican nor Democrat. There's a reason for that. Because they don't like us. We are literally the bottom rung of the fucking totem pole when it comes to, hey, what are we going to do for insert this group? I have no fucking idea what she's talking about with the whole one black Republican and he had this shit. I don't know what the fuck that means. I have no idea. I have no frame of reference for this shit. If somebody does, please let me know. Please. But, because I'm going to tag the person whose video this is so you can go back and see because it's there. Oh, yes. This is why I call this the N-word experiment. Because I wish white Republicans would get the fuck out of our goddamn face. Please, please, please get the fuck out of our face. All right? Y'all have shook out the sand and got as many black Republicans as you're going to fucking get. The rest of us are hip to your goddamn game. We want nothing to fuck to do with you. Please leave us the fuck alone. You can go over there with that shit. Go there. Go there. But more importantly, here is where the hilarity of this comes in. Because these fucking white Republicans never go to white people with these stats. Not the stats on black people, but on white people or Hispanic people or Asian people or Jewish people. They never go to them. We always have to be the spotlight getters. Always. Here's the microphone. Hey, did you know black on black Chicago? Well, yeah, black on black Chicago. Republican. Leave us the fuck alone. What? Do you know black people don't even trust motherfuckers that stand on the street and talk that shit? We don't. We fucking don't. Okay? And I guarantee you, in the comment section of this same fucking video, there's a whole bunch of people, tell them sister people need to hear it. Black people are not the only ones that experience poverty. We're not the only ones that experience single motherhood. We're not the only ones that experience violence. We're not special. Shit like this makes it look like black people came here off of a fucking spaceship from Xenu. How many times I gotta keep telling y'all this shit? There's not one societal fucking problem that black people go through that other motherfuckers don't go through too. Could y'all please stop trying to make us the goddamn canary in the coal mine or the motherfucking guinea pig for your political machinations? We don't give a fuck. We don't care. We will vote for who the fuck we want to vote for. We will vote when we feel like we are comfortable. And when we don't feel comfortable, bitch, we will leave. The fuck is the point of every time we turn around? Here's some white guy with a microphone. Excuse me, the Democrats hate you and black on Chicago. Get the fuck out of our fucking faces. Let us live our motherfucking lives. Until you start doing that shit to them crusty ass white people, leave us the fuck alone. Fuck out of here.
No, I don't.
You agree?
And you have to
Please click back and watch that TikTok. The first time I ever voted was for Obama. That was my first time ever in my life ever voting. Whatever year that was, Obama came into office. That's how old I was. I'm 44 now. I see everything for what the fuck it is. I got a lot of black people that come into my comments and tell me, oh, we'll trade you, or they'll come in my comments and say Trump is racist. Just saying little stupid stuff. I guess they're trying to get me to change my mind. No, I voted Democrat 2 fucking times. That was for fucking Obama and no, and the puppet, Biden. I'm not doing it no more. I'm not. I am for Trump. I see it clear now. I've been seeing it. I've been saying I'm for Trump for months now. I see it. Trump is for America. The Biden administration, the Democrats, they're lying, y'all. I'm for Trump. And if you don't like it, kick rocks. Get off my page. I do not care. I am for Trump. I am for Trump. I am for Trump. Go back and watch that TikTok to understand why I'm about to say what I'm about to say. I am for Trump. I'm not for nobody else. I just don't see anybody else that's strong enough, brave enough to do what Trump was trying to do. I don't like what's going on right now currently in America. I don't like that the borders are open. I don't like that these people are coming over here and we're supplying them with food and housing. And while we got homeless people that can barely pay rent is sky high. They done gave billions to Ukraine. Trump would have never done that. We're sitting here suffering. If you make $27 an hour, that's not even enough to afford a $1,585 rent somewhere. You will be broke every check. The first time I ever fucking voted was for fucking Obama. The second time I voted was for Biden, the puppet. I'm not voting Democrat no more. I am for Trump, and if you don't fucking like it, get off my page. I do not care. You don't pay my bills. You don't put food in my mouth. You don't put a roof over my head. You don't do anything for me. I am for Trump. It's a lot of people out there that are black who just go in simply to vote Democrat. They ain't did no research. They ain't went back and looked to see. All I get these people coming to my comments and tell me how stupid I am for voting for Trump or wanting to vote for Trump or going for Trump. Oh, Trump is racist. I am for Trump. I see it so fucking clear now. I've been saying this all this year. I see it very fucking clear. And for the ones that don't see it, I don't care. You think it's okay for America to give away a lot of money to Ukraine? Go right ahead. Go. Just like Tucker Carlson said to Pence when he did that interview. Look at the state of America. Drive down the street. Look at it. It's trash everywhere. Grass done growed up everywhere. Nobody's cutting grass no more. Nobody's keeping up anything. It looks bad out there. America looks horrible. Look what's going on. I haven't seen Biden step up. You know what? I even hate addressing that name because he ain't even really in his right mind. If you work in healthcare, you can see the signs. He ain't there. He just gets up there in front of a podium. They lucky to even get him to say anything correctly. Booty juice. Ain't that what he called Booty J or Booty Say or whatever his name was? Booty juice. He couldn't even say his name, and then he giggled after he said that. I'm over it. I'm over it. We need somebody strong and bold as Trump. We need Trump. I was fooled into voting Democrat because I'm black. I'm not doing that no more. I ain't doing no more. So like I said, don't waste your time commenting, telling me I'm stupid. We're gonna trade you. Trade me. I already traded myself. I'm for Trump, honey. Trump can't go to everybody's home and tell them to stop being racist. Your racists are going to continue. It's going to continue. It's continued doing it right now. It's still going on right now. Biden ain't did nothing about it, have his team did anything about it? No, they have not. Did y'all see it when Biden's wife, it was months ago, Biden's wife was going up shaking everybody's hand and she walked up to Kamala Harris' husband and kissed him directly on the lips in front of the cameras and everybody? Okay, we ain't gonna talk about that? Alright, we ain't gonna talk about it. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm done. For Trump. For Trump. For Trump.
So this is all I got from this video. And madam, yeah, it's all over. I can see that you've already traded yourself. It shows in your eyes because I read that from your eyes, you know. And yeah, MAGA, shout out to you. MAGA to the world. I give you kudos. It's really amazing how people, like, you know, act a fool of themselves and then, or act a fool of herself and then come to say, yo, I know you all already think I am a fool. So why are you repeating it? You already know, but you want to still let us know that we think, because you already think that you are one. But then I ain't saying anyone is a fool, but I'm just like, trying to like explain something to you all. And it's with everything going on, everything surrounding Trump, it's just amazing how people like, walk up or like, probably make a post and like showing their full support for Trump and all that with the SA that is surrounding Trump. It's just crazy how some people actually do not have interest of their own, like their personal self at heart. So I feel people that do not have their personal interest at heart will also not have the personal interest of other people. So that is how it is. I am not expecting her to do better, and I am not expecting every other person that supports Trump to do better. So I already see them as a sellout, whether you are palm colored or black. You are not even worth being around, because man, people that can support bullshit are ready to go any length to also give you bullshit and also defend bullshit. You got what I'm saying? So it's all over. It's written all over her. And she's saying, like, let's make America great. This is what she wrote on there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's written on the face of her, this thing. She's saying, let's make America great. What great do you want to make America? And when was it great for black people, most especially? When? Was it ever great for black people? Or sometimes I feel like some people really do not even understand what is going on with politics, but they still come out and talk blindly, because this is a typical example of it. She's saying black people are going to tell her that you are a sellout. Of course, she knows already that she is a sellout. She needs nobody to remind her that she is a sellout. And I do not have any problem with whatever or whoever people are supporting, but then when you are supporting someone that is against your own interest and against the people, I mean, your own community's interest, I think people are very selfish, Some of them probably hold a particular power somewhere where they are benefiting something, and they think they are just going to keep benefiting for the rest of their lives and all that. But then I keep telling people, when you support white supremacists and you think you belong, trust me, there is no protection for your color. Did I tell you that Harrison Floyd, yeah, that's his name, who is a spokesperson for Trump, that was he was remanded in the prison in county because he did not provide bond. And as I speak to you to this very moment, he's still in the prison. And he actually said that he does not have money for a lawyer. Yeah, I think that was what he said. And things like that, because he was actually the one that went to defend himself, and still it did not go well. Excuse me, it did not go well. They put him back in the prison. Maybe I'm going to bring that for you guys so you all can have a good laughter. So when people, especially black people, think they can do some white things because they associate themselves with, you find out that you are gonna be lost. And as it stands, Floyd is lost, Harrison is lost, and lost in county. And that is good for him. And I hope other people also that are being sellout and coming out to lie about this and that, I hope someday you all, the universe or your ancestors open your eyes or judge you harshly. It's either you are ready to get your awakening. If you are not getting your awakening, maybe they're going to judge you harshly according to what you have done. The silly things you have done. So they always, like when you see them all out, especially the colored people coming around with microphone to ask some silly questions they are asking that they know that it is also happening in their community, then they make it look like it's only happening in black community. And then some people are just going to fail woefully. This is where I am going to draw the curtain. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.